when you commit, the universe will take care of you.
Yeah.
And it knows when you need. As a comic, I remember not knowing how you were going to pay rent, and it's the 22nd.
Yeah.
Not having an idea. You're 8 days away from D-Day, and you have no fucking idea. I still remember hanging outside of Kmart, waiting for people to drop their receipts. And I would pick up the receipt, go in the store, and get the same item they bought, and I get the $36 or the $50. Like, you have no fucking idea. Like, as a starving comic, you have all these options, and that's all the options. And I remember one day I picked up a receipt for a $400 lawnmower. And I went in there, and they didn't have the lawnmower. I'm like, fuck. So I had to drive to Longmont, Colorado to Kmart. And I walked in. I had the guy even pick it up. Pick that up, put it on the thing. I gave him like $5. I go, pick it up, put it on the sled.
Wait, so you'd have the receipt, and then you'd give him the receipt?
And then I go into the store with the receipt, and I just take something off the shelf. And this was way before cameras.
Oh.
And you go up to the customer service and go, Ed Quinn bought me this for Christmas. I already got it.
Yeah.
You have the receipt right here.
Oh, my God.
And they give you back the cash.
Luckily, I paid cash.
And then I started not even using the receipt.
Wow.
Just taking an item off, bringing it up, and going, my mother got me this for Christmas. Can I get the money back? And they look at you a couple times like all creepy. They call the manager over, then they'd sign off, and they give you cash.
Wow.
And you're like, holy fuck. And I'm getting taxed, too. Like, they're paying me tax that I didn't pay. It was fucking creepy as shit. You do 10 years for it.
But to pay rent.
That's what you have, I had to do something, sell weed, sell fucking pills, whatever needed to be done.
Like when you're like a comic like that, when you do those, because let's say you're working on a special, you're working on being a headline or something, when you're just getting up and doing like 10 minutes, you're not getting paid anything. Like they don't even give, not a dime. They don't even like give you they don't even cover your bar tab.
I remember in 1998, I did my taxes. I didn't send them in.
Yeah.
Because I made $8,000. And I remember thinking, $8,000 doing comedy.
Wow.
At least I'm halfway there. Like, at least I'm existing. And I'm doing what the fuck I want to do, and I don't have a boss.
Yeah.
I'm driving to all these exotic places like Missoula, Montana.
Yeah.
I'm driving to fucking, Moscow, Idaho.
Yeah.
Like, you're going places, so.
But that's why the attrition rate's so high. I mean, that's the one thing that people don't realize is, there's so many people that are blessed just to have been able to exist, just to been able to sustain, just to been able to keep things. Because you never look at Rogan. Rogan went from what? Like he was doing multicams to the next thing you know, he's like cage fighting commentator to now he's like one of the biggest commentator and maybe the biggest podcaster. It's just.
And do you know how that started?
No.
He just called Dana and volunteered one day.
No shit.
And flew himself to Vegas.
Wow.
The first 3 times.
Yeah.
Flew himself. He was just a fan.
He was just a fan. And a participant,
That's how easy it was.
Yeah. And how it was just like you just wanted to work. You just wanted to be a part of it.
He was on news radio. I still remember going to New York with him.
That's right. He was
losing money
at the time. Yeah.
When he first started going on the road, I went on the road with him one time. I think he was making $3,000.
Wow.
And he paid for a first class ticket for both of us.
Wow.
He lost money on the Like right there, he lost money.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we did Carolina.
His business manager was like, man.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck since day one.
Yeah.
Because he had news radio money in the beginning. That's when they were paying on sitcoms. That's when actually you would
and
start.
the reruns.
Yeah.
You got one of those, you could exist. Oh. One of the saddest things that ever happened to me when I was a starving actor, I got fired from the season finale of Frasier. And it wasn't just that I got paid for the episode. And the only reason I got Anthony LaPaglia was, I think he won an Emmy for his guest star role as Niles' brother. And he was so unbelievably funny. And we've been rehearsing the thing, and I had nothing. I'd set the guy up, and he would do this one joke, and that was it. It was nothing. It was like
Where is Anthony LaPaglia today?
Probably was living on his without a trace money. Probably down in Australia, like making independent films and loving life.
He was a great guy.
Oh, no.
And funny as fuck.
No. But listen, he got me fired. He literally, it was the day before we're going to tape the season, 1 hour. It was the wedding episode of Frasier.
I just watched it.
That, basically, he comes storming in, and I basically say something to him, and he'd done it one way, like all through all the rehearsals and all this stuff. And so I was ready. It was funny, but I was ready for it. It was good. And he comes out and like right at like the big network or the studio run through, whatever it was, he just turned it on its ear. He did something completely different. And dude, it was like liver punch. It just got me. I I didn't have a joke to hit. I didn't slow the scene down. I just broke. He clocked me. He knocked me out. It was so funny. And they saw me just like get a little nervous,
little
or
chink in
my arm, like I laughed.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little too enamored with this dude's the comedy. And I got hooked. And it was such a bummer because I remember, like, as an actor back then, you got paid for that episode, but then that thing reran. And it reran it all the time. You saw it yesterday. I mean, like, and those little checks, they start as a few thousand. And when they trickle down, they're just, I mean, that can save you. And I got
So that doesn't happen no more?
getting hooked?
No.
Oh, yeah, you get people getting fired all over. I know, that's how much people get fired every day.
I got fired from a Telemundo job.
Oh,
They fucking hated me. I went into I'm really good at auditioning. So this was right when you had to join SAG and after. This had to be 99, 98.
that was a racket.
And I went in for this Cuban show by the Cuban family, and I booked it as a doorman at the club. So I was going to recur.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. And I didn't know if Telemundo money was good. I didn't even give a fuck. I booked the job.
Yeah.
And I went up there, and they were Cubans. And I started talking.
You were born in Cuba, right?
Yeah.
No, so you're legit.
But they looked at me, and they're like, excuse us? And I rehearsed the scene. I was way too green.
Oh, no.
And at lunchtime when I came back, they pulled me aside. They fired me. They paid me.
Yeah.
They paid my after.
Yeah.
I got a check for like $116 because after was like $800 to join. So
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing: the star of that show went on to be like a big co-star on the George Lopez show on ABC.
Huh.
And when I moved to the Valley, I used to walk around North Hollywood Park. And I saw him one day, and he goes, excuse me. He goes, can I tell you something? He goes, I've always wanted to bump into you and apologize. He goes, it wasn't me that got you fired.
Oh, wow.
There's two types of Cubans. There's like jungle Cubans, like me.
Yeah.
Then there's decent Cubans, okay? Even when I was a kid, I'd go to Cuban girls' house, and their moms would say, don't bring him over. He's from the street.
Yeah.
I speak jungle Cuban.
Okay.
You know, even like when Yoel Romero was on with Rogan, I don't know that type of Cuban.
My best friend is Cuban. His name is Juan Carlos Salvador.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, yesterday, my sister fucking called me yesterday.
Oh, shit.
From Cuba.
Whoa.
Okay. I was on the phone with somebody, and I saw I didn't know the number, but I knew the number.
Yeah.
And then she sent me a fucking email. And when somebody calls me I listened to the message. And when she said Jose Antonio, that's my real name.
Yeah.
It just creeps me the fuck out.
Really?
My family calls me that. They don't call Coco. They don't know about Joey Diaz. They don't know
Mad
nothing.
Flavor.
Nothing. They just that tone of Jose Antonio freaks me the fuck out.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.